Hi everybody. So I wanted to go ahead and share what I did this weekend, crafting related. I went ahead and, and purchased one of the embellishment centers while they were on sale at Michael's. And I store my pearl trims in the bottom rack. Pearl trims and anything that actually has like the pearl or, that plastic sort of beading and stuff like that. So down there in the bottom are my pearl trims, and then on the second shelf you can see I've got one milk glass vase in there that has a whole bunch of loose pearl trims, my seam binding that I just got in, more pearl trim in those little tiny what do you call it, plastic containers that are fed through like a little hole. I have some of my milk glass spice jars up on the third shelf in the middle. Those jars actually have buttons in them, and the buttons are actually strung through some twine that are tied around the lip of the jar so that I know what's in that jar, what color button and what size button's in the jar. And then I've just got a couple of more display items. I do have more milk glass at the top. And those are the taller Griffith Laboratories milk glass that I've shown in one of my videos. And then just some collector's items that I have collected in the past. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them. They're called Dunnies, and they're made by Kid Robot, and they're done by different graphic artists or tattoo artists or just different artists. And that's just a little bit of my collection. So wanted to show you also some of the crafting items that I created this weekend, and let me just adjust the camera, so I'm going to cover it up. So let me just get set up here. I've been doing a couple of things this weekend, and one of the projects that I'm working on isn't ready yet to show, and I will show that in another video. But it's a very large item, so okay, let me see. All right, so I saw the women that are altering bags, and I have a friend who's coming into town this evening. We're having dinner with her husband, and her two little girls. She just had a baby in February of this year. She's visiting from Japan, and I don't get to see her very often. Her husband teaches for an American base overseas, and so they have summer school, or they're out for the summer, I'm sorry. They're out for the summer, and she doesn't work because she watches the kids, and so, yeah, it'll be fun to see her, and I can't wait. So I just put one of my flower rosettes on here, and this is one of those canvas bags from, where did I get this one? The white ones I got from Hobby Lobby, and they were $5 to a pack, I believe, for like $3 or $4. I'm not sure. What I did on this side is just put one of my flowers on the front, and actually it's glued down with the Fabri-Tac, just so I can make sure that it doesn't come off. I guess we'll see how strong that is. And I've shown this flower before. All I did was add one of those Michael's acrylic birds to it. I just wrapped the wire around that center bling here. And then on the other side, I have stamped their names, Yukino and Sarah. My friend is actually Japanese, and her husband is American, and so their first daughter, she has a Japanese name, and their second daughter has an American name. So I'm assuming it's one after the family members. I'm not sure. And then I tied this little wooden tag embellishment to the handle. I had these made up. On the other side is my actual name. On the other side of this wooden embellishment, and I just painted it with one of my Tim Holtz acrylic daubers in mustard seed. So I thought that would make it look cute instead of signing the bag itself. And then inside the bag, I have created a mini album, and the mini album was created using the Karen Bernstein frame accordion frame die, and so when you pull it out, it's flat, and it's not dimensional too much because it needs to be kept that way due to the fact that it's an accordion book. So if you look at this, and I can't get it all in frame, but I created 7, I think there's 7 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, there's 7 pages accordion together, and it is double-sided. So the front looks like this, and I used the Kaiser Craft little primrose 6x6 to cut all of the pieces out, and then I used some of the die cuts that were in the actual book. And this says little girls are the nicest things that happen to people, and then I just put some of the Michael's flowers here, little roses. And then throughout you'll see some of the embellishments or cutouts that I did from the collection. So here are the first 2 pages on one side, and then these 2 pages here, and then there's a tag that was in the mat stack, or in the stack, and what I did was just tied a little bird charm to it with some American Crafts ribbon. And then this is the next section, and I put here a Y in this like felt pink, and I think this is Making Memories. It's a sticker from Making Memories, and that's a Y for Yukino, and then there's a crown on here, you know, because little girls are princesses. And then there's my sentiment, and what I did was just used one of the die cuts that was in the package, and it ends up being the last page of the book if you look at it, or you can look at it as the first page. And then on the other side, as I said, it's double-sided, and this is meant so she can just put her own pictures of the kids in here, or if she wants to, of the family. Here's the front again, and then the next page, and then I have more of those stickers from the letter pack. These are just little hearts, and then I put a little charm here, and it's like a bird that just dangles. And I think these little insets come out to like 3 by 3 inches maybe. So they got to be pretty small pictures, but I'm sure she has plenty of pictures of the kids. And then here's a flower that I cut out from the paper stack. I just fussy cut it, and the last 2 pages. And here's an S for Sarah with a crown. So yeah, this is the little mini book that I created. I didn't do too much to it because I know that she's not a crafter, so I just wanted to make it as easy as possible for her to just stick some pictures in and go, and then have that as a keepsake item. And that is my accordion mini album that fits into my bag. They're perfect size. You didn't have to cut anything down. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Talk to you soon. Bye.